I got a last-minute commission for a birthday cake, but was given total creative freedom, so I made a Saint Honoré. In pastry school, I learned how to make each component individually, so I figured how hard could this cake really be? The base of the cake is a rough puff pastry, which you can totally buy from the freezer aisle, but I find it more fulfilling to make it from scratch. After 5 simple folds, I baked the dough with a heavy tray on top, then let it continue to brown in the oven before cutting it into a circle. Next time, I'd cut it before baking to keep the edges clean. The next morning, I started on my choux pastry. For choux, you're essentially making a paste with flour, water, and butter, then gradually introducing a high ratio of eggs to get that signature puff. This cake was for a couple that shares a birthday, so instead of piping just balls of choux, I also made choux swans, which I'll demonstrate in a separate video. The most eye-catching part of a Saint Honoré is the caramel glazed choux. The caramel will continue to cook and darken as you dip, so for the lighter ones, I dipped them twice. And now for the tastiest part, the pastry cream. To fill choux, just apply pressure to the piping bag until you feel it push back. Feel free to make extra as a snack. Alright, let's build this thing. I piped pastry cream all over the puff pastry and lined the border with the filled choux, leaving just enough room to pipe chantilly. The fact that the Saint Honoré tip was made specifically for this cake shows just how iconic and special a Saint Honoré is. It can be tricky to pipe the inner 2 rings perfectly, but it's fine because this cake is topped with a final choux, or in my case, little choux swans. With the extra components, I made a tiny one for my sister. And that's how you make a Saint Honoré.